hello, and happy Tuesday to all of you that are tuning in with us right here on the Jazz Report. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy here, and I'm so excited about tonight's Beyond the Quarantine Wellness Edition. So for those of you that are tuned in right now, I want to give you an opportunity to share the broadcast because we want to reel as many folks as we can in to hear about meal prep, eating on the go, just your whole wellness of your body. It's going to be so much fun tonight. And I'm just excited about the information that we're going to share. So happy Tuesday. I feel like it's been a while. I don't know. It seemed like I hadn't seen you guys or we connected in a week or so, seems like. But you never know what's coming forth through the Jazz Report as we're going to continue to bring exclusive interviews. And each and every, if not other week, we're going to be bringing some of the sizzling, just hot topics that we can talk about to keep each and every one of you all engaged. So again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And with everything that we have going on all across our country, I definitely want to take an opportunity to just send a heartfelt condolence to the late Chadwick Boseman's family and, just the world, because this loss of his being here on earth with us has really awakened us. And I really believe this has been an opportunity to continue to unify us as a nation of people. And so this coming Thursday, right here in the upstate of South Carolina, which is his hometown in Anderson, I will be on site in Anderson doing some exclusive, catching some footage of a tribute that's going to come forth by the city of Anderson. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, in between time, the time has arrived. I mean, we're about 9 weeks out from election. So as we continue to put out the PSA, are you registered to vote? And have you completed your Census 2020? So there you go. 9 weeks out. Don't wait till the last minute. If you're going to be able to do absentee ballots or however you're going to get your vote in, the main thing is just make sure that your vote counts. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take an opportunity to go ahead and really prepare to introduce our very first guest, because I don't know about y'all, but I stay busy. And if I got to cook, sometimes I wouldn't say not necessarily healthy, but it's maybe not always flavorful. But there is a solution to that. It's called meal prep. And so you don't have to skim on the flavor just to eat healthy. But we'll be right back to talk to Eugena Talley after this quick, delicious break.
Oh, yes.
Wow. So, that really looked absolutely amazing. It made it look almost too easy to cook. But I want to take an opportunity to go ahead and welcome on Eugena, who is a proud owner of the Herbal Farmercy, a local vegan meal prep company that services busy adults and on-the-go families with delicious and nutritious vegan meals and drinks. Her mission is to motivate and to assist you in reaching optimum health through herbs and a plant-based diet. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Eugena Talley. Gina, how are you?
Hi! I'm doing great.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you are killing it out here, showcasing your skills in the kitchen and what you're doing with this whole vegan plant-based diet. So, I really just want to give you an opportunity to address those that are connected with us tonight to really talk about the meal prep process and what it is that you really do to serve busy and on-the-go families like such as myself.
Absolutely. Again, thank you guys so much for having me. We are a vegan meal prep service company located in the upstate of South Carolina. Um, our goal is to service busy families, working adults. We know life is crazy, but figuring out something healthy to eat shouldn't be. All right, we are here to serve you, and we are honored to do so. You can find us on social media, the Herbal Pharmacy, on Facebook and Instagram. Our website will be live this month on the 15th, so we're excited about that. You can just simply find me on Facebook as well, Eugena Talley, and we take orders through our messenger there. You order any time of the week, and your meals are ready for pickup on Sundays. And they're all vegan, all delicious, all tasty. So yeah.
And they are tasty, I must say, because I've had an opportunity to taste some things that you prepared. Not to mention that you're in the family, but even the herbal pharmacy Kool-Aid that you have. And I heard you mention, so they can say that they heard about it first here, that your website will be launching.
Yes.
So congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. We're so happy.
Those of you that are watching, definitely stay connected with Eugena Talley. Let her know that you found out about it right here on the Jazz Report.
Yeah.
But there's also another exclusive, exciting announcement that they can say that they heard about it here first, that you're going to be launching, and that is your detox drink. So let's talk about that, and what is that going to maybe include as far as the ingredients, and what can someone expect as far as the taste of a detox drink?
So our detox drinks are strategically designed to clean the gut, to clean the blood, the lymphatic system, tissues. Even if you're on a vegan diet, there are still toxins that can be within your body. That can be from medication that you take, that can be from the environment, that can be from just simply breathing the air into your home, from your home. We are faced with toxins all the time, things that we see and don't see, even in our water system. And those toxins can build up in our bodies and can cause different health issues. So it's always good to take a break from food, from cooked food and all, and just allow nature to heal the body. So our detox are kind of included in the background here. They're always fresh. Rarely do we add any water. I like for the detox drinks to be completely concentrated with vital nutrients. And these come from pineapples, oranges, apples, pears, kale, everything that you probably consume anyways, but in a liquid form. So it's more concentrated. We also add herbs in them. Herbs can heal the body and reverse disease in so many ways when it's incorporated appropriately. So we will be offering that in sizes, even for children, because children need to detox as well, especially if they are immunized. There are heavy toxins that come with that, and we have detoxes that will help clean and purify the bloodstream, and it will reverse disease. And so that's what we promote.
Well, listen, let me make this disclaimer that we don't claim to cure or mitigate any disease.
Absolutely.
But I am all for detoxing because, when I think about especially the gut waste, that sits and that could really be in there for years.
Yes.
So my question to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you that are tuning in, like, when was the last time that you detoxed your body? And that's just give an overall cleanse, because I'm telling you, especially for people that maybe even suffer with like IBS, like irritable bowel syndrome, that it could really help as far as making sure that you're using the bathroom properly. But when we think about the meal prep, Gina, as far as, the delicious taste of what you're doing, because there's a lot of people that are in the transition of, that Southern fried food type of cooking, at Grandma Nim's house, trying to transition into vegan. What's your advice, or how could you be, or are you willing to guide people through the process of transitioning through that?
Absolutely. So I often tell people, there are some that say you should just cold turkey change your diet. to completely vegan. And I'm going to actually say that I ward against that, especially if you don't have a plan. If you try that within 3 days, you're going to start bucking. That's because your brain is so used to consuming meat and dairy. You can't just take it off. It's like a person on drugs. If they're used to that drug every day, you have to slowly wean them off of it. So my tips are to incorporate more fruits and vegetables first thing in the morning. That's usually the easiest meal for people. You can do a smoothie, you can do a shake, you can do, just a detox water with cucumbers and lemon. There's so many ways to start off your day. And instead of eating, a chicken, I don't want to say a chicken salad. instead of instead of eating a burger with fries, I would recommend you eating a salad with fries on the side. You still get the saltiness and crispiness of the fry, but you're not eating the meat that goes with a burger or something.
Right.
And then for supper, having all vegetables. You can actually get full and get tons of protein just by consuming vegetables. And that's another myth that people think, oh, when I go vegan, how will I get my protein? The animals that you consume eat protein. So you actually can, they eat protein from grass, and veggies. So you can get protein from the same source. The goal is to plan and to incorporate vegetables in every meal that you have during the day. Slowly take out meat maybe once a day, then jump to a whole day with no meat, and then maybe 2 days a week with no meat, and just go from there. And there are so many transitional foods. I hear people say, oh, but I love cheese. There are so many different brands, from cashew cheese, almond milks. There's avocado butter. If you can think it, there's something there. I don't recommend eating processed plant protein in the form of like chicken nuggets and stuff like that on a daily basis. But as a transitional food, absolutely. Yeah. I would encourage you, if you have that taste for chicken, go ahead and get you, the little Morningstar nuggets or something. But something
or the jackfruit. That's something that you
jackfruit too
introduced me to, was the jackfruit. Yes. And I had an opportunity to try that. Big shout out to Holy Smoke Family Restaurant. I had that there. I was almost like in denial, thinking like, are y'all let me eat food, meat, but it was really, really good. So I know there's several options. And real quick, because I know we have some other guests we need to bring on. But real quick, tell people, how did you even start the business? How did you come up with the Herbal Farmercy?
So the Herbal Farmercy came honestly from my passion for herbs. I believe that everything that we need to heal our body is already here on earth. We just have to learn how to grow it and to sustain it, and to properly use it. So, and my maiden name is Farmer. So that's where Farmercy came from. You think about medicine being your healing food. So that's where that came from. And I was at a point in my life where I was not healthy, like aching joints, headaches all the time, low energy, and I knew I had to change. And so I started researching and reading, and I started thinking about a plant-based diet and incorporating herbs, and thinking like, oh, when I was getting medication from the doctor, I had to take another pill to take off the side effects of that pill, and then another pill to keep my blood pressure down from that pill. I knew that there had to be another way. Western medicine is not something that we should incorporate if we don't have to. So I went plant-based. I incorporated herbs, and headaches are gone. Knees don't ache anymore. Energy is through the roof. I have 4 kids that I can keep up with now. I can run up my stairs, which is 2 flights, and I'm not out of breath. And I contribute that to a diet change. It has changed my life. Behavioral changes in my children significantly. I'm able to focus. There's just so many benefits that came along with changing my diet and incorporating herbs. Herbs that keep my mental sanity clear. Herbs that have kept my sugar in check. And I'm not even diabetic, but when you eat crazy, things are always out of whack. So yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I tell you, we want to make sure, for those of you that are watching this special wellness edition, Beyond the Quarantine, Miss Eugena Talley, she's our meal prep go-to person. So for those of you looking maybe transition to the vegan lifestyle, or just even try, because I know from week to week you have a different menu of what you offer. I know it's early in the week. I'm going to let you real quick. Tell us, what are you offering for meal prep for this week?
Yes, I'm so glad that you asked. So this week we are doing like a Southern style fried cabbage. It's not really fried. Fried cabbage with plant sausage. We also have a vegan, I guess you could call it like a chopped hamburger steak that we make, that's gluten free and soy free. We have cabbage, collard greens, yellow rice. We have a sesame ginger stir fry for people who like a little Asian flavor sometimes. And then we have roasted protein bowls. And that's going to really trick a lot of people. They think that, oh, there's, no plant protein, but there actually is, through kale, quinoa, chickpeas, lentils, broccoli. All of that's going to be thrown in a bowl with some tahini dressing, all 100% vegan, delicious, and good for you.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to bring you back a little bit later on in the show.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all give a round of applause. Miss Eugena Talley on Farmercy, and we'll be right back with you shortly. So, again, for those of you that are just tuning in, this is Beyond the Quarantine. And we're talking about the whole quarantine 15. Many that have been sick and shut in, or have just been shut in with the whole COVID-19 of everything that's going on, and been gaining some unwanted pounds. But listen, eating healthy doesn't mean giving up good food, even on the go. And now that we've kind of gotten back into the swing of things, of getting back into the workforce, school's back, we can get caught up in the habit of, eating what we're used to, but we need to mix it up and try to eat all the colors of God's creation. But we'll be right back with the Gina Sitton-Thomas. She makes the most beautifully colored salads in the Upstate. We'll be right back after this quick break.
You may not know, but certain colors of foods signify an abundance of nutrients. Eating a variety of colors of fruits and vegetables helps to ensure that you're getting plenty of vitamins and minerals in your diet. Let's talk about how eating a rainbow of foods can benefit your health. Red foods are disease-fighting foods. They protect against heart disease, cancer, and even stroke. Orange and yellow foods are immune boosters. They protect your skin health, your eyesight, and also prevent against cancer. Green foods help to keep you healthy and strong. They keep your bones, muscles, and tissues healthy, and if you do get sick, they help you to heal faster. Purple foods boost your memory, keep blood flowing, and also slow the aging process. Eating a variety of colors from the rainbow is important to any healthy eating plan.
All right. So again, when you think about all those colors, when you can mix up like those freshly made, listen, Gina Sitton-Thomas is the owner and CEO of Custom Salads by Gina. She's a customized salad creator, specializing in creating a healthier lunch delivery option. She's also a proud graduate of South Carolina State University and the University of South Carolina, and a speech language pathologist in the Greenville County Schools, with over 20 years experience of working with children with disabilities. So ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome at this time Miss Gina Sitton-Thomas. Gina, how are you?
Hello. Hi, I'm good out here. How are y'all?
We call you the salad lady around here. So, I mean, you have a name for yourself, and I know you will share your testimony and sharing how really by accident this kind of happened for you. But the fact that people are really hitting you up for these custom salads. So let's talk about what it is that you offer with your salads.
So let me backtrack some. So I created the salad business in 2016. And I actually just wanted to eat better. I myself gained a lot of weight and just needed to be better. And I'm the person that you'll see every morning that works out. But what you do out there, but what you eat on the inside shows. So that was me. That was me for years. And I just wanted to be better. So I was tired of going to restaurants, getting bad lettuce, or if I say no meat, they put meat on, just those things. So I wanted to create it myself. So I just started doing it. I am no chef. I did not go to school for it. I just do it naturally. And that's the truth. So my husband, I started making it. He decided he was going to eat the same thing. And he would go to work, and he's also in the school system. So he would go to work, and people would always want them. He would always sell, always try to sell his own salad. And so then he said, we're going to make this a business. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go to bed, wake up, and I have a website that he designed, a jot form. At that time, maybe it was a Google form, a jot form, and a whole Facebook page. I had
Wow.
nothing to do with it. All I started doing the next day was making stuff.
Wow.
And his friends, my brothers, started delivering at that moment, just like that.
Just
I
like,
never intended, never thought about it.
well,
But
here
that's
you
really
are,
how it started.
4 years later, and like I said, you've definitely established a name for yourself. And just seeing even some of the pictures of your salads, they're almost like they're too pretty to eat. So, I mean, the passion that you have behind creatively customizing these salads, because again, the freshness of it alone, and as Dr. Middleton put in there, like scrumptiously good, if that's a word she said, but people are really enjoying what you're doing to help them as they're eating on the go, oftentimes for their lunch. And you mentioned something prior to coming live, is that you're starting to get a lot more evening requests.
Yes. So yes, and so my idea was for lunch. My idea was also, I didn't really want to go into the meal prepping because I'm really not a prepper, but people wanted them by 3, so I would sell them by 3. I'm actually here for business, so if that's how you want it, that's what I would do. But I just sort of backing out of that, started just instantly having them done for lunch. Now I am getting more evening requests, which is fine, when school is in or even in the summer. But I just make them. I just make them as they go. I am sold out a lot. Usually, I max out at 100, but I'm making them. So
Wow.
I try to like stop it at that point. Um,
So, well, let me ask you this, because now that school's back in, I'm just wondering, how are you balancing, just your wife, your mom, and the fact that you're now back with the speech pathologist and doing that with the kids, and also being a small business owner. So how do you find the balance in being able to do it all and still
that balance is hard. That balance is really hard. But I have to work out in the morning. And that's my time where I get up, I pray, and that's the truth. I get up, I pray, I work out. And right in that moment where I'm working out, sometimes that's where some of the best salads are created. They are created out there on Woodruff Road when we're running. In my mind, I'm always thinking, what do you think about this? I'm going to do that. And I go home and I make them between the hours of 6 o'clock and 7. No, and I keep going. I usually prep at night. Then I have a system where it's set up and people come in, deliver them, and they're gone. Um, so if I'm not in my home, I'm always at a different location because I have to go to different locations at this point. But definitely, they're made early in the morning. They're always made fresh. Um, I never do pre-meat or any of that. I'm really big on it being, if I'm not going to eat it, I would not want you to have it. So it's really been it's the business in and of itself. I am so surprised at how much it has grown. I really have stopped some of it and people, my husband's big about, we cannot stop. This is a blessing, but I just want to ease into it. I'm going to retire from the school system. And so I want at that point, launch into it. It's going to be even bigger. My ideas are greater than what anybody sees. So I'm just sort of waiting. This is small compared to where it's going.
I hear you. So for someone that's just watching and they're just finding out about Gina and your salads for the very first time, can you give them the idea of like how much of notice in advance do they have to give you for a salad? I know it's early in the week this week. So what has the salads that have gone out looked like, or what are you prepping out for the rest of the week?
And so what happens is usually I get the requests throughout the week. So on Sunday, I could actually be booked out for certain days. Right now, I do a lot of luncheons for businesses. So if it's 50 there, then I won't do any more. But in order for you to get it, I like for 24 hours so that we know what we're facing for the next day, or meat-wise, because all meat has to be cut and prepped. So I want to make sure, and seasoned. So 24 hours, there's a jot form. I usually post on Facebook, and that's where it is. All links are on a jot form, and you just send them in. And I'm still, my number is public, and I'm seeing a lot of response. I'm sorry. My number is public, so most people text or they send them in Messenger. We take them by way of my husband, by way of anybody they see. I just take them in. I'm getting a lot of out of town requests. I'm now doing a lot of traveling, sometimes to different places. But so I just like to have a larger order before Greenwood, Spartanburg, you know.
Yeah.
But they want to, and they'll meet me wherever.
Well, and it's all about the healthiness of what you're offering too. That people are really looking for those healthy, on the go, quick, already prepared. All they gotta do is consume it, to make it convenient for them. But I want to take an opportunity real quick, and we're gonna post your glazed tofu option. And just basically want to ask you, I know you offer meat and vegetarian option and some other things that you may also offer as
Vegan, but I want to try different ones. And so that's what it is for me. I wanted to try a different way to make tofu so that I could eat it. And our yoga instructor, Marsha, shout out to Marsha, challenged me over in the summer to make her a tofu salad. And I was like, Marsha, I just don't do that. And she said, we don't talk about what we don't do. And she was like, do it scared. And that's how it happened. So I started glazing it with my own. It's really glazed in my beets. I make homemade beets that I literally have to go and call my mama and make sure I'm making them right. And so it's really a glaze from there that we glaze all things. So yeah, it's really one of the most popular, and people eat it. Saturdays, I can't keep it in. So it's really good.
Wow.
It's really, really good.
So what would you say is your top 2 salads that people actually reach out to you the most, that is your top sellers?
Chicken salad, homemade fresh chicken salad, and salmon are my 2 top. So the salmon salad there, and then there's fresh chicken salad that I'm always sold out because that's me boiling chicken, me grating chicken. It's a complete process. So I'm always sold out of that one. That's a big one. Most people ask for that, and I get about a week in advance, and I make more than enough for the Upstate. And then once it's gone, it's gone. So
well, guys,
that's one of those features.
Well, those are the top 2, and I know there's several others, but if you're still thinking about maybe what you want to try, definitely try one of those top 2s, because again, this is an opportunity for those of you that are right here in the upstate of South Carolina to reach out to Gina and let her know that you found out about it right here on the Jazzy Report. I know many of you have gone back to work, or some of you are actually homeschooling the kids. So if you're looking to have some delivery options or coordinate a pickup option of some healthy, really good, flavorful, soul in it, passion behind it, Gina Sitton-Thomas is your lady. And Gina, for someone that's watching again, how can they actually reach out to you and connect with you?
Before I do that, I'm getting a message that says I need to talk about my experience. So this summer I have the experience salad. It's called the experience. And on those experiences, I'm featuring other people. So I feature Miss Donna Hooker and her collard green egg rolls. Top seller, if you wanted to know that sells out quicker too. And then I'm featuring homemade beef, pickled okra, pickled corn, glazed chickpea, Brussels sprouts, beans. I've got somebody sending me all the message of doing it. So yeah, sometimes when you go into the job form, if you click on the experience, you get to pick the experience, and it really is an experience. I've heard so many men say everybody's a different place. So we call that the experience, and I'm super excited about that. Super excited.
All right, the experience it is then. So ladies and gentlemen, I am encouraging you, for those that will reach out to Gina, if not this week, the following week, or whenever you let her know that you found out about her, right here on the Jazz Report, you've got so many options. Just try them all, right?
Absolutely. Try them all. Always have a nice sale one time a week, so look out for that. And honestly, it's whenever we wake up and we say, let's do it. And that's what we do. So always look out for those. It's really a good time to get more and to just try all of them, really.
And how can people reach out to you directly, Gina, again, as far as maybe wanting to get on the list or find out what you're offering for the week?
Absolutely. So Gina Sitton-Thomas on Facebook, Custom Salads by Gina on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger. My phone number is public. Those are the top ones. You can always go to our website, which is also Custom Salads by Gina. And then my lovely sister-in-law, Angie, will always take orders as well. and that's through that website.
And so you mentioned too, Gina, that, you know, you do a lot of work with different businesses as far as, so again, we want to encourage for those of you that have gone back into the workplace, if you guys want to, you know, rally up some folks together and put in like a whole group order, listen, let her know, because we're wanting to support our small business owners and what they're doing. Again, this is the Beyond the Quarantine Wellness Edition. And, you know, it takes a lot of time with salads because you're really chopping up stuff. You're seasoning the stuff, as you mentioned. I know you were mentioning even before, we might be hearing some boiling eggs. So
Absolutely.
It is a job. So what would be your word of encouragement for someone that maybe is so used to that traditional fried foods of cooking to transition to say, well, let's try the green leafy custom salad take on what
you know, my big thing is I'm always surprised at how many men love the salads. Barbershops around here buy them on Saturdays, some Fridays, totally out. So I would say give it a try. The glazed or the glazed salmon, I have a ribeye steak, the chicken, they're all well seasoned. Everything is grilled. I do not fry anything. So give it a try. I tell you, you will not miss it. As a matter of fact, you will just want it. I sometimes just have to sell the meat. Some people say, I just want the meat. And
wow.
Nobody really likes the meat too, but I'm like, you know what? That's what you want. That's what we're going to do. We just figure out a price. You just take, because that's truly what people want. And I get it and I understand. So I always tell people, just try it. Try it.
Well, that just what she said. Just try it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Miss Gina Sitton-Thomas. It's been a pleasure chopping it up with you for a few moments. We're going to definitely bring you back toward the end of the show. So thank you so much for being a part of the Beyond the Quarantine. So we're going to get ready as we're preparing. In addition to eating good, though, we also have to get into some action and, you know, good sleep. And it's really all about our total body wellness. You know, like, how are you resting? Are you getting enough sleep? Well, I know from some nights I'm not. And I'm sure many of you are not at times. But we'll be right back with Dr.Chrissie Middletone to talk about simple steps that you can take daily to improve your health after this quick video.
Wellness is like a pyramid with 3 different pillars: eating patterns, activity patterns, rest and relaxation patterns. And there's tremendous synergy among them. You go for a great walk, you sleep better. You get a lousy night's sleep, you circle the vending machines all day. Eat too much, you don't feel like moving. Everything is connected, and we can leverage that synergy to make small improvements feel like $1 million.
All right. Well, listen, I tell you what, this has been some great dialogue thus far, as we're really just talking about Beyond the Quarantine, the Wellness Edition. And when we think about our eating habits to eating on the go with meal prepping, but we really have to still take an overall look at our overall health. And so Dr.Chrissie Middletone is a local nurse practitioner who has been in the healthcare for the last 28 years, and she's the proud owner of Perfectly Imperfect Aesthetics and Integrative Medicine, where basically she focuses on primary care and aesthetic medicine. Her business motto is look your best, feel your best, and become your best you. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome at this time Dr.Chrissie Middletone. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, so I'm so excited because, you know, I know we've worked personally together. You know, I just brought my daughter to you for a sports physical. Definitely want to throw that in there as we're getting back into maybe hopefully having sports for this coming school year. And I know that's something that you offer. But, you know, just talking about the steps, too, that we can take overall health-wise. There's so much you can tap into. But I definitely just want to give you an opportunity to share really your heart and passion with those that are engaged with us tonight.
So by trade, as Miss Jazzy has reported to you guys, I am a primary care practitioner. That is my passion by far. I do, however, do aesthetics on the side because I believe in people looking their best, feeling their best, and becoming their best you. If you look your best, a lot of times that can influence, how you feel and make you want to do more. Healthy People 2020, I can tell you, want you to exercise at least 30 minutes 5 times a week. That's 30 minutes 5 times a week, folks. If you don't have that, that's moderate exercise. If you don't have time for that, do at least 75 minutes of vigorous exercise 3 times a week. A lot of times, what I find as far as people getting well and being on a wellness journey, you need the information to do that. Proper sleep, you need at least 8 hours of sleep per night. Meditation, I do highly recommend, particularly like if you have a very stressful job, to kind of help you release some of those endorphins that you may gain during the day, and just all of that anxiety that you may encounter from job and just being in this pandemic. I want to share some information with everyone just on obesity and just how it can impact us, because within the African American population, of course, we are more obese than other populations, the white Americans as well as Hispanic Americans. So what I would say to you is this: for every 1 pound that you lose, that is 10 pounds off of your knees. 3 to 4 pounds off of your knees. So if you lose 10 pounds, that's 40 pounds of pressure off of your knees. So for all of you individuals that have arthritis, 1 pound can take 3 to 4 pounds off of your knees and off of your back. The thing with obesity as well that you need to be concerned with, obesity is one of those diseases that can contribute to a lot of other problems like heart disease, cancer, depression. Recently, we had the loss of Mr. Chadwick Boseman. Now, he was not obese, but you should know that obesity is one of the contributing factors for colon cancer as well as breast cancer. Those are things you should know. When you're speaking in terms of hypertension, if you lose 5 to 20 pounds, you can decrease your blood pressure by 5 to 20 millimeters of mercury. So just eating well, exercising, and keeping your weight at a healthy goal, as I've stated, can help you deter some of the disease processes that we are typically plagued with within our community. Diabetes is very prevalent within our community. We have 87% of the population of adults currently that have type 2 diabetes. That all is linked to being overweight. So I strongly encourage everyone, and I know work-life balance is very hard, but make sure you try to create a work-life balance that works for you. And I know, eating well is a struggle, but understanding and knowing where your resources are when you speak in terms of custom salads by Miss Gina and Herbal Farmercy, these are great resources that you can use when you're eating on the go. I've had those salads. They are excellent. They are an excellent choice, to eat healthy. So I highly recommend, you try one of those. Also, if you're one of those people, you like me, sometimes, with exercise, and I can do it on my own, but I have to have sometimes people yelling at me. So I go see Guy Mosley at Mo Better Fit. Whether you're going to see Guy Mosley or whether you're joining sports club, the Y, or 3D Fitness, whatever your mantra is to get it done, you must take an interest within yourself to make sure you maintain, a good, healthy rapport for yourself. No one is your best advocate except for yourself. Advocate for yourself and fight for yourself. I always tell people, diets are short-lived. A lifestyle change, however, is long-lived. So incorporate those measures within your life that's going to help you maintain the healthy lifestyle that, you desire to be. So you can grow old gracefully and grow old without, having some of these comorbidities like diabetes, hypertension, and even developing cancers that some are linked to just, being overweight.
Yeah, because we are what we eat. That's for sure. And again, a part of this whole Beyond the Quarantine, the Wellness Edition, you've hit on so many key points that for those of you that are tuning in with us right now at the Jazz Report, I just pray that you will really take in everything that's being said today, because, you mentioned just the exercise of things that could be done for the amount of minutes that, for me personally, I joined a bicycle club. So big shout out to the Ride or Fly Chicks. Our official launch ride will be this coming Sunday. So I'm super excited about it. I wanted to do it all fun, but even riding a bicycle is truly a workout. From being the sweating, the pedaling, using those muscles I hadn't used in like 30, 40 years, you know what I'm talking about? But it's absolutely been fun. And I definitely want to encourage for those of you that are watching to, just get up and get active, get your heart rate going, because even with our youth, I think about my daughter, we're virtual school learning home. And I even mentioned to her today, why don't you go ride the bike? So there's no PE going on at home, and so it really is going to be up to us to really take control of our health. And you're right, Dr. Chrissie. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, with the whole COVID-19, and I know there's so much that you can speak to that. And, big shout out to you as well, Perfectly Imperfect. You did a whole mask on challenge.
I did.
You had $1,000 giveaway. I got caught slipping on that. I don't know why I didn't do the video. But really, for real quick, talk about the mask on challenge that you did and what you offered and the whole vision behind that. And if you want to announce, I know you made the announcement of who the winner was.
So what the mask on challenge wound up being for me was, right now, I developed Upstate COVID Initiative. And what that initiative is, it's a group of healthcare workers where we go out and we educate and try to help with mitigation efforts within faith-based communities, high-risk populations such as African Americans and people of color. We are the population that are affected the most by COVID-19, and obesity does contribute to COVID-19. That's what research is showing. So what I wanted to do, there was so much politicization of the actual mask and wearing of the mask. I wanted to change the narrative to make it more positive. I wanted all communities to work together so we can try to get past this and get to some sense of normalcy. We have a long way to go, but the Mask On Challenge pretty much was just so I can help churches, businesses, and just people within the community view wearing a mask in a more positive light, all while giving back at the same time. I know businesses and churches had, some difficulty when COVID-19 hit because places had to close down. So it's an opportunity for us to try to give back. Because in healthcare, while some of us got furloughed, a lot of us still was able to work. So I wanted to be able to do my part and give back, as well as, help with the outcomes, help with, the actual, the prevention of COVID-19 within our communities. There's many reasons that occur within our community that deals with health disparities, access to care. We are essential workers. So I just wanted to make sure that I was giving our community the best information so we can be successful with preventing COVID-19 within our families, within our churches, as well as within our communities. So I go around and I talk to certain churches, certain pastors, and just in general, like people who want me to come in and speak and just give them information. The most thing you can do with COVID-19, the wrong thing is not know the information. When you don't know, you're setting yourself up for failure. So that's why I see a lot of people going wrong. They just don't know. And I want to make sure, because I know, that I do share the information with my community. So the Mask On Challenge, Green Bethel Baptist Church pastor participated. They did an excellent job. All you had to do was just do a TikTok to the song and get your pastor or your business owner to participate, and hashtag Mask On Challenge and tag myself. And that's how you won $1,000. But Green Bethel Baptist Church did an excellent job. Check out my page, Facebook, Perfectly Imperfect, or you can look on Chrissie Middleton. I'm also at PMP Aesthetics. You'll see the Mask On Challenge in that church doing their actual TikTok. They did a great job.
Yeah, that was fun to watch and just see. I did some pictures. I didn't do the video, but it was fun.
Yes.
I accepted the challenge. So we appreciate you taking that initiative, though, not only to educate, but to make it fun. And like I said, to change the narrative, because, I think it's just a part of the new norm of what we're having to do, because, flu season's around the corner, and I've been predicting, I don't know, if we don't stay in check with what we got to do now, we could possibly shut down again, because it's going to be cold. There's going to be a lot of germs in the air. So again, for someone that may be looking for, a nurse practitioner, or the fact that you do some primary health, and I know the things that you do on the side as far as the skin, real quick, just talk about that real quick. And we're going to bring our other guests back here real soon.
So we have great facials that we perform. I do platelet-rich plasma facials, which help give you a more youthful look and help with hyperpigmentation. We have a great acne program. If you're suffering from acne and you have hyperpigmentation from that, come see me. We can help you reverse that and get you back to your best look. I also help with weight loss. If you want to take medication, I do not condone prolonged medication utilization, but I do give you medication to jumpstart. If you want to try try some of the medication that, can jumpstart weight loss. We also do that. But we do laser therapy where we actually take the hair off your body. If you're tired of shaving and tired of getting Brazilians, we also do that as well. And like I said, like Ms. Priestley said, we do episodic care as well as primary care in my practice. So we do a myriad of things, but it's all to get you to your best you. And I want everybody to understand, like when you come to my office, my goal is to get you to your best you, not my best you, but your best you. And we just talk about that journey, and I want to take you there over a period of time.
All right. So for someone that's watching, how can they reach out to you as well?
They can reach out to me at Perfectly Imperfect on Facebook, at PMP Aesthetics, and I'll put that in the chat box, 08 on Instagram, or you can contact me at 864-409-7041.
All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you, and I want to take an opportunity to bring all of our special featured guests back to the live right now. So again, Herbal Farmercy, Miss Eugena Talley. Listen, the custom salads herself, Miss Gina Sitton-Thomas, you, Dr.Chrissie Middletone. Ladies, it's been an absolutely amazing dialogue tonight, and I'm just hoping that for as many people that will watch currently or may come back and watch later, that there will have been something that could have been said that will encourage them to be inspired to, as you said, be the best version of who they are, but allow that to start not only with their diet as far as their meal prep, but eating healthy on the go, realizing that you don't always have to eat the fast food burgers and things that are really just processed the food, that you can order a healthy salad that is tasty. And to also be able to come to you, Dr. Middletone, to just see about their overall health. So ladies, as we're wrapping up the show, Eugena, your final thoughts for someone that, they've never tried meal prep before, they have been spending a lot of money eating out, or they just find themselves so busy, they just don't have time. Like, why should they reach out to the Herbal Farmercy? Gina, you're on mute, honey.
Sorry about that. I would say reach out, because you don't have to worry about if you're getting delicious or nutritious meals. You don't have to worry about a ton of preservatives in your food. You order with us. We're affordable. We're always there for you, and we're going to give you exactly what we give our family. Only the best.
Only the best. And it is and only the best and fresh.
That's right.
Because some of the pictures that you share online, just with the fruit lined up on the table, realizing that you have your own garden at home, you're picking these fresh fruits and vegetables. Yes. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So again, Herbal Farmercy. Gina, how can people reach out to you?
Absolutely. You can look me up on Facebook under Eugena Talley. I'm here for you there. Instagram, the Herbal Farmercy, as well as Facebook, the Herbal Farmercy. So we are here for you guys.
Spell it right, Herbal Farmercy. So that's Farmercy for pharmacy. So
that's right.
I know that you found out about it right here on the Jazz Report. Listen, I want to challenge for all of you that are small business owners, whether you're large corporations, small businesses. I want to see you guys like order in multiples, because businesses eat out all the time. Y'all are always planning, trying to figure out what y'all gonna eat when you don't bring your lunch to work. So I want to suggest that you try these custom salads by Gina Sitton-Thomas and let her know that you found out about her right here on the Jazz Report. So again, Gina, for someone that's looking for that lunch option or maybe even a dinner option, why your salads? Why are they custom to be the best? They should try them.
I always say for me is eat well, live well, and I'm going to make it quick for you. So that's always been the go-to for me. That's what I want to make sure people understand, but it's going to be fresh. No, I do not have my garden, but I have a lot of friends that do grow. So I get it dropped off at the door, and I love it and I appreciate it. So I try to incorporate as much of that as possible, but I always know it's fresh and made just for you.
Yes.
So yeah, order in bulk. We're here for you.
And what I also like, Gina, about what you do is how you incorporate other small business owners as well to be a part of the experience of your custom made, freshly made, so pretty, like custom laid, like each piece laid.
And it really isn't. It really is not. It happens. It looks like it, but it happens. And I do want to incorporate others. I do understand that my platform has grown, so I want to make sure I can reach back to the next. Someone had to help me. So, and as a matter of fact, a lot of people did. So I'm always that person. I understand my platform and where I am. So I make sure I reach back and I incorporate. That's where the experience came from. So yeah, reach out. Let's do it.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So Gina, for someone that's looking to order some custom salads this week or the following week, or at some point they're going to reach out to you and let you know that they found out about you on the Jazz Report, how can they reach out to you?
Well, first of all, when you do that, I'm going to make sure to give you a discount. So always tell me in there, in the notes on the jot form, make sure you say Jazz Report and you'll get that discount. But you can always reach out, Custom Salads by Gina. Go on to Facebook, Gina Sitton-Thomas. I get all the requests there. Messenger, my phone number is public, 864-704-3779, or the 905-3330 number. We are on Instagram, Custom Salads by Gina. I'm also Twitter, the Salad Lady, hashtag the Salad Lady. So yeah, do that.
Listen, at some point, we all eat salad, so try these custom salads by Gina. We appreciate you. Dr. Middleton, again, you've said a lot in a short amount of time. I know you are a wealth of knowledge for those that are watching, whether you're a church or a small business or an organization that you're needing additional information, whether it's COVID or just being a better version of you. Dr. Middleton, what would be your final words of encouragement for someone to reach out to you for services? Oh, you're on mute, Dr. Middleton. There you go.
As far as reaching out, what I would say at PMP Aesthetics, I'm on Messenger. I'm also on Facebook, Perfectly Imperfect. My phone number is 864-409-7041. I want to reinforce, before I leave, make sure you create the lifestyle that's conducive to you. That's the most important piece. Create that lifestyle. It may be different people that become a part of your lifestyle. Part of my lifestyle is custom salads. I'm going to check out the Herbal Farmercy now because everybody's been telling me about going vegan. But, create a lifestyle that's conducive to you and make sure that it's what you can do. Like a lot of times people try to define what they're doing on their journey to what everybody else is doing. Make sure you understand what you can do. And that takes like a lot of reflection, but work at it. It's a work in progress, work at it every day. If you're looking for a primary care provider, I do take patients, episodic care. We do some COVID stuff, and we do aesthetic work. So you're looking to look good and feel good, we can get you there.
All right. Well, listen, ladies, it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for chopping it up tonight for Beyond the Quarantine, the Wellness Edition. Again, I'm encouraging all of you, for those of you that are connected right now with the Jazz Report, to check these ladies out. Let them know that you found out about them from the Jazzy Report. Until next time, my word of encouragement would be, just do you, because at the end of the day, you are what you eat. Look at yourself. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and know that you're doing yourself the due diligence that is needed to be the healthiest version of you, go get your testing. Make sure you're getting, you're boosting your immune system and doing what you need to do to be the best and healthiest of you that you can be. So, whatever floats your boats, I want to encourage you all to just do what you can do to be the best version of you. I love you guys. Until next time, this is your truth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies.